5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Meier Show, the Michael Meier Show for real estate rock stars. And what I mean by that is this is a show for people that want to dominate their business. They want to grow, they want to improve, and they want to learn from the rock star guests that we bring on who have it going on. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce to you my co-host, Jennifer at Meier. Jennifer, are you there?
I am. Hi, everyone.
Hey, Jennifer.
Hey.
Jennifer, if you could just tell people, I don't know, that they should put their comments below. And Jennifer is an agent at Meier. She's awesome. She's crushing it. She's phenomenal. Get to know her. Jennifer, tell everybody to put their comments below.
Yeah, everyone, please ask away, ask any questions. We're happy to, get them answered for you.
Fantastic. Awesome. And now it's time to introduce you to our awesome guest. Sonia, are you there?
I'm here. Woo-woo.
Nice.
We're ready.
Sonia, it is such a pleasure to have you on this show. I've been following you for, I was about to say like years, but I don't even know if we've known each other for more than a year.
I know, it feels like a long time.
It does. And I see you all over the place, and you're always sharing knowledge and wisdom. Let me just give a brief intro, and then I'll ask you to introduce yourself, because who could do better than you? So I know that you practice real estate in Chicago, right?
Correct.
Exactly. An awesome agent in Chicago. And aside from just being an awesome agent in Chicago, you are dominating the real estate market with your use of social media, with your use of Facebook Live. And when I asked you to be on the show and you graciously said, yeah, and I wanted to figure out what is something that you could share with our audience that can help them grow their business. I asked you how much of your business comes from social media. I asked you, where does your business come from? And what did you tell me? How much of your business comes from social?
I said 80% comes from social media and 20% are referrals.
That is nuts. 80%. That's phenomenal. And I know that there are a lot of people out there that are watching, and they get told that they should do social media, and there are all these different people that are trying to get them to pay them to do social media for them and all this kind of crazy stuff. And to actually have someone on our show that's getting 80% of their business from social is really, really a treat. So I'm looking forward to kind of digging in here. So let me ask you, first of all, when did your business turn to becoming a predominantly social media lead gen business? How long did it take you? Give us a little bit about your background.
2 years. So let me reintroduce myself as well. My name is Sonia Figueroa, and I'm a Chicago realtor managing broker here. I used to manage agents. Now I've been solo for the last 2 years, and I've been in the business for 12 years. So I'm kind of like old school and new school combined. And I've been loving social media, and I've been doing it for the last 2 years. And what I will say is, social media takes time. It takes a lot of patience. And you might say, well, 2 years is not a long time, but you really got to be on your hustle to really get the actual ROI, because everybody wants to know, what's the ROI? What's the ROI? That's a big word, right? And so it took me at least 2 years. That's when I really, really started. But I actually really started in terms of live streaming a year ago on Periscope. So it's
an early one.
It's a transition. So as soon as Periscope popped on, I was on there probably like 2 weeks after Periscope popped on. And that's how I started to learn about live streaming and the possibilities and I can't even tell you how many people I've met through live streaming specifically. And my start really that pushed me towards like getting this 80% is live streaming, which, as we know today, is like pretty much common everywhere.
Yeah. Well, it's common, and yet there's still so many people who haven't fully embraced it quite yet. So it's really, there's so much opportunity for people. So let me ask you a following question. 80% of your business is coming from social media. How are those people finding you on social media?
So right now, my predominant, I would say, lead generator is Facebook Live. I do a lot of live. I do a live every single day. And I also use the Facebook ads, which is huge right now, guys. If you are not taking advantage of Facebook ads, my goodness, you guys are at a disadvantage, because Facebook has actually narrowed it down so much so, you can get interest on there. You can get income on there. It even has a residential profile section where it says people that are likely to move, people that are likely to sell. I mean, come on, you know what I mean? Like, ding, 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 So, and if you are, and specifically to me, my focus is really the Hispanic market, because I really want to educate them. There is a loss of education there because I am bilingual. I am very fluent in Spanish. So I also use that to my advantage. So I also recommend to any new agent out there, I mean, as they say, niches are in the riches, but if you do speak another language, guys, make sure that you utilize that to the best of your ability. Whatever, nationality you are and whatever you speak fluently, use that to your ability, or to the max ability that you can, because there's not a lot of other agents out there that are specifically focusing on language. And that's a huge opportunity for you as a new agent, or even if you're an old timer like me, 12 years in the biz, I'm completely capitalizing on that, and it's just turning out to be fantastic. So I highly recommend that as a quick tip for you guys out there.
Yeah, that is an awesome quick tip. So let's talk a little bit about the people that you are reaching through Facebook Live. The 80%, are these people that like they're in your database, they're in your network, and you have their contact information, maybe you spoke to them a year ago, or are there people that you've never spoken with before? Who are these people that are ultimately doing business with you?
These people are basically stalkers. to put it lightly. No, seriously, because I post a Facebook Live every single day, and really informative, just giving out that information about down payment assistance, about whatever is real estate related. And I know this kind of goes against what a lot of people are saying, but do what works for you and your audience. So I do a lot of education on there, and these people don't know, I don't know them. They don't know me. They just met me on a Facebook Live, and they're like, hey, let me check out this chick, And I say chica Sonia all the time. So let me check out this chica over here and see what the heck she's talking about. And I get Facebook messages saying, I've been watching you for 3 months. I've been watching you for 6 months. I've been watching you for a month. And you know what? I think you know what you're talking about. So I want to get to know you more, and can we make an appointment? Can I see you? I want to buy a house. What do I got to do? So it's like, and this happens, it's no joke, it happens to me almost every day, where I get a Facebook message and they're just, we love your content. You are really relatable. You're not out there talking about, oh, me, or, I sold the listing, or, whatever. And, I guess whatever works for you. But me, I love to educate a lot. And I also do it in the Spanish language as well. So people are just like, I've been watching you for months. It's not something that, I did a Facebook Live yesterday and I got a phone call, be like, oh, can I see you? No, again, it takes time, but yeah, they're stalkers.
So you are a lot of stalkers, 80% of your business.
Yeah.
So question for you. You got all these people that are connecting with you on social. What kind of stuff are you sharing with them constantly that's getting them to connect with you, relate to you, and ultimately message you when they're looking to buy, sell, rent, or get information about real estate? What are you talking to them about? What are you sharing online?
What I'm sharing online is basically, what are the requirements to buy a house? I mean, just simple question. There's a bazillion blogs and out there on how to buy a house, but nobody's telling it to me like to be relatable in terms of like what, talk to me like I'm in kindergarten. ABC. What do I got to do to buy a house? Right? Just break it down to me simply. Tell me what programs are out there. If there's any down payment programs, tell me what I have to do to, what's my credit score? How do I fix my credit? What do I got to do with that? How long does it take to buy a house? Really just basic practical stuff that any first-time home buyer would get, or any first-time seller. Like, okay, what's a net sheet? How much am I going to net at closing? I don't know. You know, you're the expert, not me. So just, I mean, really breaking down the actual process into like bites and pieces, little pieces that are digestible to the consumer, because they don't know. I mean, you know, I don't know anything about like how to score in basketball, or how to, you know, how does golf work, or, you know, talk to me like I'm a kindergartner, you know? So that's, you know, that's kind of what I do.
Yeah. So my question for you is like, let's say you have people that are in your network, or, you know, there's most people on Facebook right now are not looking to buy, sell, or rent a home, right? Most people are not.
Right.
Do you find that people tune into your show, your daily content, when they are looking to buy a home? When do you generally connect with people? Because just to be, you know, blunt here, if I was every day talking about how to get a mortgage, how to clean your credit score, how to find a home, all this kind of stuff, if there was someone that was connected with me that wasn't looking to buy a home right now, that might not be exactly what they're looking to learn about. So how does it work? Because I know it works for you. How does that all work for you?
Okay, like I said, it takes time. So even though I'm, you know, continually educating, and I do go in there and do, you know, a different topic. I don't just always talk about real estate. You know, sometimes I'll go in there and I'll talk about the neighborhood. I will go in there and talk about what happened at my closing, or, you know, just daily stuff that happens in life, you know, similar to Snapchat, where you're just kind of going through your daily life. And I do talk about that as well. So I do mix it up. So it's not every day, you know, like only about just real estate information. I do go out into the neighborhood. I'm like, hey, you know, we are in the, you know, Lincoln Park area today, and we're checking out the awesome architecture in the homes, you know. So I do mix it up a little bit. I don't always just have the real estate info. But in terms of my audience, they love the information. And I did a test. And one thing I will tell you, Michael, is always be testing, because you don't know exactly what your audience is going to want until you have an actual long period of how long you've been doing these Facebook Lives. So just because you do one, that you can't determine what your audience likes or doesn't like. You actually have to test for a period of time in order to see what your audience wants. I know my audience, they want real estate info, whether, you know, and they'll be watching me for 3 months, 6 months, and that's what they want. So that's what I give them. But it might not necessarily work for you. You know, you might have to be out in the community of where you're at, showcasing your community, your area, showcasing the local hotspots, restaurants, the clubs, you know, or whatever it is that, you know, your city has. So, but again, it's always A/B testing, and it's always what your audience is looking for. And you will know eventually. They're going to be like, Sonia, you know, how is it? How does the credit score work? Or you know, can you do more? Can you please do more in Spanish? Because my mom wants to hear you.
That's
you know,
great.
it's like, okay, you know, so they actually ask me, they're like, please, more Spanish, you know, more of this or more of that over time. But, you know, you're not going to learn that until you're actually consistent in doing it.
The funny thing is also is that you're probably right. Like right now, you're probably being like the most serious I've ever seen you talk. We're having like a real, like, we should like be quiet and have such a conversation, because when I see you online, you are like eccentric and energy and chica and like, you know, just chilling like a villain.
I know. Oh, you know, I want to make sure, you know, I get.
I know we got the suit on. We got this is professional.
But no, I'm a really fun chick, guys. And that, you know, the most fun platform that I have is Snapchat, because I'll go on there and just, I crack myself up on there sometimes.
Yeah, it's funny. So like we really met through Snapchat, and you know, that's originally where we made the connection. And you know, it's funny. I remember you telling me your history, your background, probably in like the first or second time we spoke. So you know, it's kind of cool where that has all come from. I want to ask you another question over here. I know that you do a lot of, or, you know, I've seen a bunch of your shows where you have like tech tips and, you know, and stuff like that. Tell us, first of all, what's your background? Because you seem to have a little bit of a technology slant to you. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I actually, before I started my real estate career, I was a telecommunications engineer. And even before that, what I went to my bachelor's is in computer science information. So I used to actually take a computer and disassemble it and put everything back together, like in terms of the actual hardware. And then I also went to, I was trying to become a Google certified person. This is way back in the day. Again, before real estate. So I do have a lot of, I love technology, and I guess it's in my blood.
Yeah, well, you have a lot to share because you talk a lot about technology because that's something you're passionate about, something that you're, you know, that you enjoy sharing. And what I've seen a lot with the people that are successful with social media is they don't try to share content that they themselves are not interested in. Like if you are not interested in talking about the process of buying a home, don't talk about the process of buying a home. But if you're interested in, you know, in doing a show where you drink wine and you do, you know, you talk about what's going on in, you know, celebrity gossip, Wine Down Wednesday, right? You want to do all that kind of stuff. Then it just, those are the kind of things where I see a lot more engagement because people are interested in it. So for me personally, I love educating real estate agents on how to grow their business. So like, I love this. I love that somebody can watch the show and now they come with a few tips. They come away with the language tips for social, and they see that someone's actually doing it. And I feel like I gave value. So I get excited about it. I like it. It's fun for me. But I'm sure there are things that if you talk to me about that were boring to me, this would be the lamest, boringest show ever. So
yeah, you know, you have to, yeah, absolutely. You have to talk about what you're passionate about. Like seriously, I love, even though for us, if we're in real estate, we're always, you know, discuss, you know, this is our life. So it's just, and it shows, it'll come through naturally. But again, you're right. If you don't like, I don't know, watching golf or soccer, I don't know, I'm just trying to put it in a whole different arena, then don't do that. You know, if you like to drink, you know, then, you know, do like a skit or something at a bar, you know, showcase your local bar. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You'll have your hipsters, right? And you have the millennials, and you'll have the Generation Y. And I mean, people are going to adapt to you. People are going to want to do business who relates to you, right? So if I like tech, people are going to, you know, they're going to be like, oh, that's awesome information, Sonia. I want to follow you for more, you know? But if I'm talking about golf and I have no idea about golf, they're going to be like, this girl does not know what the heck she's talking about. So, you know, bye.
Let me ask you, have you had a lot of experience with blogging, with writing blog posts, or is all your stuff video?
You know what's funny is that I do a lot of blogging as well, and a lot of that has been shared. And it's funny because Dustin Brome, which is in our Snap Pack group,
yeah,
he sent me a Snapchat message, and he's like, Sonia, he's like, do you know that you ranked 20? And I'm like, huh? What do you mean I ranked 20? He's like, yeah, that's a good score, man. And I'm a big time blogger.
Yeah.
So I do blog as well. I do like writing, even though, you know, writing is not my forte. My forte is really more video, live streaming specifically. But I do love to write. Yes. And that has also gotten me leads. So again, when you're talking about social, it's social in like all types of different streams. And just like you were mentioning, Michael, like the blog, the video, the live streaming. You know, there's so much different aspects, even on YouTube. You know, I've gotten leads from YouTube. I've gotten leads from Periscope. I've gotten leads from Snapchat. I've gotten leads from, I don't know. I think the only one missing, I think, is Instagram. But I do get a lot of engagement there, too. So it's, you know, that's where I get my business.
Hey guys, so we're actually getting a lot of questions in the comments here, and one of them is actually directly related to live streaming. So Sonia, what do you feel, since there's so many different live streaming platforms out there right now with Snapchat, Facebook Live, what do you feel is the most successful use for you?
For me personally, that has gotten me a lot of business is Facebook Live on my business page. And I say that twice because a lot of people I know are doing, they're doing well on their personal page. And here's the thing, guys, I do a lot on my business page because I'm able to capitalize on what Facebook has to offer with these 1.7 billion people in terms of ads and in terms of boosting and in just in terms of reach. I'm able to reach a lot more people. I'm able to reach new people. Like if I was cold calling, right? When you cold call, you don't know anyone. You're literally just calling them. You don't really know. So I don't know these people. So in my ads, I just placed the ads into the for live streaming, one of my live videos. And you know what? They're instantly going to say, I don't like this chick, or I like this chick, right? And so that's why I use really, and I capitalize more my Facebook Live on my business page, not my personal.
Gotcha. So do you ever do any videos with clients or potential clients?
Oh, absolutely. If you go to my website, www.csonia.com, and you go under testimonials, you will see YouTube videos of all the clients, not all of them, but a lot of them that I have done actual videos with as a testimonial. And that's another thing that is also the 80% is social proof, right? People want to see and hear, like, okay, yeah, she says she's the bomb, whatever. Okay, let me really see. And these clients of mine, they actually went on camera and be like, yeah, she did a service, she did a great job. I would highly recommend her. So use her. So yes, if you go to my site and go under testimonials, you'll see actual live video. These are regular video. These are not like live videos. I also have some Facebook Live testimonials, so I haven't had a chance to put them on there. But yeah, they're on there.
Awesome.
And now that piece of advice was on Snapchat. I got a question for you. You are creating these videos that are, some of them very much geared towards first-time home buyers or buyers in general. And let's say you're doing a video about, I don't know, credit score, right? How to improve your credit score so that you can get a mortgage. You're sponsoring that from your business page so that you can reach an audience, people that you don't know, because you're using Facebook Ads Manager. Are you finding that it's different if you sponsor a Facebook Live versus just uploading a video and then sponsoring it? How does that work for you?
Ding, 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 ding. Oh my God, that's such a great question. Yes. Facebook Live, actually, Facebook changes their algorithm. I swear to God, I think they change it daily. No kidding. But they are taking a preference to live streaming. They want people to live stream. Of course, and whether it's on your business or whether it's on your personal, they want you to live stream. So the algorithm actually puts you way up top on the live streaming versus actually uploading just like a video, regular video that you've done. Live stream and you use Ads Manager and you put in ads in a specific audience in there, it's going to take preference, and in the algorithm, it's going to push you up versus that regular video that you just uploaded. So yes, absolutely.
Fantastic. So like, even though when you're going live, you might not be having the home buyer specifically watching then, still valuable to go live, even if you are catching them on the replay in the sponsored post.
Absolutely. And one of the recommendations that I have, one of the biggest tips or takeaways, if you can take away from this, if you're going to be doing the live streaming situation, make sure that you thank your replay viewers in the beginning. As soon as you pop on, and then that Facebook says building audience, right? In those couple of seconds, take the time and say, hi, my name is Sonia Figueroa. I'm here to teach you about buying and selling in real estate in Chicago for your Chicago lifestyle. Thank you so much for watching my replay. And then go into your content. You must thank those replay viewers because that is where the juice is at, on the replay.
Right at the beginning. That's fantastic.
Yep.
When I introduced you, I said your first name's Sonia because I can't say it as beautifully as you say it. I'm always like, just not gonna sound the same. Sonia, can you introduce yourself?
You're so funny.
That was really good. That was a really solid piece of advice right there. That's fantastic. Everybody take that to the bank. That is really good stuff. What are some of the good tips that you can give someone that that wants to grow their business and do it through social? Because I'll tell you, my experience is actually a little bit different than yours. It might be market dependent, or it might just also be just, you know, how we do things. And that's what's awesome about it. There's multiple ways to do things. But like a lot of my juice from my social, a lot of the profit, the listings that I get from social, a lot of it comes when I market my content to my database. And so like I'll upload my list of contacts from the last 14 years, right? We both are like old timers here, right? And I'll upload my contacts from all that time. And just like you, I'm pretty sure you were a hardcore cold caller when you started, probably.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Take one to know one.
I was calling everybody. I was like, what?
Exactly.
Door knocking. I was like, I mean, that was a long time ago, but yeah, no. Now I'm like Mr. Neil Matwick on the podcast Onion Juice with attraction marketing, right? People are calling me, people are emailing me, people are just. I mean, I don't have to do that anymore, thankfully. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. That still works. Door knocking works. So here, you know, do what you like to do. Do what you have a passion to do. You know, I saw one of your real estate agents that was actually going and interviewing people off the street.
Yeah,
which is amazing. That's awesome. You know, and that's creativity, and that's what she likes to do. You know, if you're cold calling and it's working for you, and you just gotta have that gift of gab, go baby, go. You know, do it. If you love, you know, to be like live, just like right now, like what we're doing, me and you right now, you know, we're just chit-chatting, and you know, I love that. To do, you know, live streaming, you know, so it's just really what's going to fit your personality and what you want to do and have a passion for. And here's the thing, Michael, what I do want to get across, because I know you have a lot of new agents, and again, I was a managing broker before, so I'm just like kind of preaching out to all the new agents out there too.
I want to make sure people hear this, because I think it's something good. Say that again. You were saying there's probably a lot of new agents watching the show, and you know, obviously I'm growing a brokerage here in New York City, so we got lots of new agents. So what were you saying there?
No, so what I was saying was that do what you're passionate about. Do what you like to do. That's the most important thing in real estate, truthfully, is because if you like to cold call. If you like to door knock. If you want to, you know, if you really love this live, like chit chat interaction, streaming. But here's the thing. My thing is that you're not going to know as a new agent if you like that, because you have to try. You have to give it some time. Give it at least 3 to 6 months, and then you'll be like, cold calling is not for me. Or live streaming, no, I have that big mug and my face is all, no, I don't want to do. So, you know, but it's going to take you a trial and error to figure out what exactly is that you like to do. And where you're really doing a home run, you're going to know about that, because people are going to be calling you. People are like, I watched you. Oh, thank you for calling. Or, man, thanks for, you know, coming by my house, you know. So it's really important for you to give it a try within a specific period and be consistent.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So yes, we had an accelerator in our office yesterday. So every day we have an hour where I spend with the agents, and we cover a topic. And the topic yesterday was about picking a lead gen platform and then the long sales tail. And so what I meant by that was, I was like, you know, telling people you need to figure out what it is that you want to do from lead gen. Do you want to do, or if you're someone that likes cold calling, you need to obsess on cold calling. And obsessing means you're calling for sale by owners in your marketplace. You're calling expireds in our marketplace. You're calling the yellow pages, and you're just obsessively calling. You're not doing 5 billion things. You're obsessing over one thing. Right. If you want to invest in Zillow, go for it. Invest in Zillow. But like, you gotta understand, you gotta be all in. You gotta be thinking about why isn't it working. You gotta. And so, you know, it's exactly what you're saying. The one thing, though, that I think is just an amazing opportunity for everyone, no matter what lead gen platform you're in, is that even if you don't make social media your 80% necessarily, I still think that social media, because it's the cheapest, the easiest, the quickest, the fastest, the greatest reach, that you should be taking any lead that you create, any contact you come in contact with, put them in your database and sponsor videos to them once in a while, because like for me, that's where my business is coming from. It's sponsoring to all these old people that I've had there that forgot about me, and now there's
no such thing as old, Michael. We're all young, girl. We're all young. I'm messing with you. But yes, no, don't get me wrong. Like my sphere, my database is super, super important. So don't get it twisted. Like I still write the happy birthday notes. I still make the phone calls to my past clients. And I also use hopefully this helps out anybody that's out there. I have switched over my CRM, my customer relationship management database system, my actual system that I use, to LionDesk. And LionDesk has the ability to actually send a video text message, which I love. So what did Sonia do in 2017 in February? I called all of my past, no, I didn't call them. I did a video text message. I was like, what's going on? How are you? You know, whatever the case may be, whether they're, they had just had a baby or they, because you can see all this stuff on Facebook, right? So you can see all that on Facebook. And I did a video text message and they were like, fantastic, girl, you're just rocking it. She's like, man, you are like the new Snapchat girl of the world.
So we also have we for all the agents in the company here, we have a CRM that we use. Sorry, I'm just, now not only got Snapchat, but now I got to put it on the Facebook Messenger thing. So sorry to all those people who missed that for 5 seconds. But I use BombBomb. I use BombBomb. I don't know if you've ever used it, but I love BombBomb, and I could do video messages from there too.
Yeah. So I mean, video, because obviously, your email is wonderful. Texting is wonderful, but if you could put your face to that video message and be just like, hey, I'm just checking in. How is the family? Oh my goodness, I saw that Bob just had an anniversary. Awesome. Or whatever it is. Always, always, always don't forget about your past clients and your sphere of influence. That is super, super important. But yes, aside from social media, that is how I also get my other 20%. So I never forget about my past clients ever. Fantastic.
Well, Sonia, I want to thank you so much for jumping on the show and sharing with us your wisdom and your knowledge, and just having people see that this actually works, is just in and of itself something that's really fantastic. If people want to reach out to you, what's the best way for them to reach out to you? What's the best way for them to learn from you and refer you business if anyone has clients in Chicago?
Yeah, absolutely. So just go to my website, www.csonia.com. I'm on all the platforms, so I don't want to be like, I'm on Snapchat. No, just go to my website. You can click on each one of the platforms wherever you do business. I'm here to help. And if you need any information, I'm totally here to help you guys out. It's rough out there when you're a new agent. It's really tough. Hang in there. Boom, boom.
Thank you so much. If anybody wants to reach out to me, you can reach out to me at michaelmeyernyc.com, or all the handles are pretty much Michael Meier NYC. Happy to answer any questions that you have. Sonia's the bomb. You should tune into her. You're going to learn massive amounts of knowledge, and she's just been in the business for really long enough to see the cycles and the technology and the lack of technology and all that kind of really, really awesome stuff. So, thank you so much. Jennifer, as usual, thank you so much for being here with us on the show and putting all the questions together. And guys, if you're watching on the replay, as Sonia said, and she just told me this is something I screwed up at the beginning of the show, please forgive me. Thank you so much for watching this live show on the replay. We love you. We are doing this for you. Participate with us, communicate with us. Don't just, if you're a stalker, great, but be a stalker who lets me know that you're stalking so that we could talk, we could be friends. And, me, Jennifer, Sonia, we all would love to help you. So thank you all for tuning in, and till next time. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thanks, Michael. See ya.